This week's podcast is brought to you by the Beefy Boys. Just three cool dudes hanging out, talking about sports, video games, music, and whatever else they feel like. Find them at their website, www.beefyboys.com. Also, where you find your other podcasts, iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, all the regulars. The Beefy Boys, the best show on planet Earth.
Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Jess.
And we're the Deerfoot Sisters. Sorry to interrupt, but we have some breaking news.
We wanted to let you know that right now you're actually only listening to the second best podcast on planet Earth.
That's right. If you want to check out the world's best podcast, search Deerfeed on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, all the regulars.
Deerfeed's a podcast featuring two sisters talking about life and all the kooky things it brings, like rhymes.
So when you're done listening to this episode, be sure to check out Deerfeed. Or you can just do it right now. Thanks!
What up, knuckleheads? Welcome to episode 119 of the Beefy Boys Bud Club, and I'm Joe, and I'm joined here with Vito. I messed up my own fucking intro. I'm Joe, and I'm joined here with Vito. And Christian. You hear Christian's giggle there.
Yes, that's true.
Vito is here. Vito is here. When we used to work together, we referred to the two of you as Giggles and Chuckles, or Gigs and Chucks, and I never knew which one was which.
I think it was either or.
Yeah.
They were interchangeable.
Giggles and Chuckles.
I see. Yes, those you've probably picked up from the podcast. Vito especially has that infectious laugh, but you can hear Christian giggling from the other side of the store. On the other side of the store. It's been what, 3 weeks, boys?
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Dude, time goes by so fast now that I'm working again.
I know, right? It just speeds on by.
Yeah, time is fucking flying by. It's crazy.
Almost fucking April.
That's the craziest part. Like, it's Passover today for us, which we couldn't believe. Like, already? Damn, when's Easter? Next week? What? That seems early. Oh, isn't it still January?
I know, right?
Oh, man. Yeah. Christian, you get your vaccine shot yet? Are you qualified?
Not yet. We can get them from work, but I haven't been able to get an appointment.
I already got one downtown. It took like 10 minutes in and out. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty good when I went.
Where'd you go, Vito?
Yeah, it was Super Vex.
I forget what it's called. It was on 5th and Olive downtown. It was literally 10 minutes in and out. It was insane. I'm like, I could have just circled the block if I knew it was going to be this fast. Oh. She already has her second appointment booked. Everyone's still trying to convince me just to lie. It's not like they check your credentials. Like, you can just say you work in a grocery store.
Yeah, literally. All they do is scan the QR code.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Lawful Good over here. Never double parked in my life. I don't even, if I'm parking on the side of the street to run into the bank, I pay 10 cents for whatever it costs for 15 minutes. I mean, I'm that person. I had to wait for Ara to deposit a check, so I paid, I believe it was 6 cents to park for 10 minutes next to the bank. That's just me. We have a shared driveway, and I refuse to ever block it, for even a second. I was like, just park at the bottom of the driveway until we get the groceries out of the car. I'm like, but what if they come home? We should just pull all the way in. She's like, oh my God, you're impossible. Sorry. Sorry, I have a strong moral compass that's uncompromising. Nothing I can do about that. And that's just me. Hey, speaking of cars, I had a crazy adventure yesterday. So we were going. Ara wanted to go thrift shopping, and I wanted to go get my weekly LaCroix. So I go to start the car, and it won't turn on. I have a Prius, right? It's a push button start. So usually you push the button and the car starts. Pretty simple. I push the button, and like all the indicators start flashing. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is this supposed to mean? And then I Google it, and it's like, your battery's dying. I'm like, is it? And I try and turn on the hood light, and it's like, oh yeah, the battery's dead. Okay, let's jump the battery. I pop the hood. I go under the hood. Where's the fucking battery? So I had to look that up. Apparently, in the Prius, the battery's in the trunk. Okay, sure. Can't open the trunk, though, because there's no keyhole, and the battery's dead, as we've established. So I'm like, well, how the hell? There's got to be a way to open this trunk when the battery's dead, especially if the battery's in the trunk. That wouldn't make any sense. So I Google that. You have to crawl over the back seat, open the, like, spare tire compartment, release this cover, and then you just got to kind of dig your fingers in under the hood until you can find the latch release and manually pull it. And, you know, the internet and the car manual make this seem like it's the easiest thing in the world. Like, yeah, you just pull the thing up. And I'm like, what are you, I'm literally looking at wires and like metal gears. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I finally find someone who's like, yeah, you just kind of dig your fingers in there until you find something and pull. I'm like, okay. So I get the trunk open. And it's like, of course, it's like, I didn't realize it was in the trunk. So it's buried under like 1,000 things. You know, there's like this like little tool compartment under there. I got to pull that out. And I finally get all the way down to the bottom, and there's like 4 inches of standing water. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I finally open the battery compartment, and it's sitting in 4 inches of standing water. And I'm like, what happened? And then I look over, and I notice the little sealing gasket for the trunk is totally fucked up. So,
Oh, fuck.
I'm assuming what happened is every time it rained, it was leaking a little bit. But the part of the sealing gasket that was fucked up was the part right around the base. So like it was not going into the trunk, it was going under the visible part of the trunk. So yeah, I didn't want to start it, obviously, because the battery is soaking wet once I finally found it. So we call State Farm roadside assistance, which, oh my God, that took fucking forever. I get, you know, the appeal of using your free roadside assistance offered with your car insurance, but they put us on hold for literally 30 minutes. And then the guy who answered the phone, I swear he sounded like he was at the bottom of the ocean. And then this conversation kept happening, like, okay, where are we taking it? We're like, the Toyota of Lake City. He's like, okay, this address. And we're like, I mean, I don't know the fucking address. It's Toyota of Lake City. He's like, yeah, this address, right? And I'm like, again, I don't know. I have no idea what the address of the car dealership is that I want you to take it to. And I was like, can you just go Google it? I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, okay, that's the address, sure. They send us a tow truck, right? This is where the story gets real fun. Because we told them, blue Prius in the driveway, right? So I go back in to play. I got a new gaming PC, by the way. I'll talk about that in a minute. I go back in to play games on my gaming PC. They say it's going to take like an hour. The truck shows up in 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. The truck shows up in 10 minutes, spots a blue Prius, not our car, a different one, on the street, pulls up to it and pulls his chains off like that's the car he's going to tow. Dude, that's the wrong fucking car. Oh my God. This guy, I swear. First up, no mask of any kind. I'm like, your literal job is to interact with the public. Where is your motherfucking mask? Second of all, he like could not figure it out. We're like, the car's at the end of the driveway. He's like, can you roll it down? I'm like, no, it's dead. Okay. What part of this don't you understand? Like, so he's like trying to turn. He had like one of the big like flatbed style tow trucks. He's like trying to turn around on the street. There's like not enough space. He's like, can you get all these people to move their cars? I'm like, I don't know whose cars these are, dude. Like, no. He keeps like looping the block to make a second pass, but he doesn't say anything. Like, I think he just leaves at one point because it takes him like 6 minutes to come back. I'm like, did he just straight up leave? Oh. Somehow he used his magic tow truck man powers to like jump the car without going through the battery. Like he put the jumper cable straight up to the starter or some shit. I don't know. He did something. So I was able to start it and drive it down the driveway. And then he just took it and he's like, we all good? Okay, bye. And he just left. And I'm like, are we supposed to like go with him? Whatever. So I'm assuming my car made it to the dealership. I have heard nothing since yesterday afternoon. So who knows?
Shit.
Yeah.
You might want to figure that one out.
I'm hoping it'll be as simple as drying out the battery and that we haven't corroded all of our electronics to shit. Because, you know, I like having a car. And if this toothache doesn't go away, I need to go to the fucking dentist pretty soon. And my dentist is in Kirkland. So, like...
Fuck.
Oh, man. I totally jinxed us, too. I was like, Joe, you're not allowed to talk about how, like, it's okay for us to spend money because we got our tax refund and everything. And I'm like, I need a RAM expansion for this new computer already. 8 gigabytes is not enough. And I'm like, it's $50. And I'm like, whatever. I'm trying to justify it. And like, as soon as I say that, like, whatever, we got plenty of money. That's when the car breaks down. The universe is out to spite us.
Dude, my car's in the shop right now getting fixed. Yep.
What was wrong with yours? Was it a soaking wet battery?
Get my shit fixed. My bumper and shit.
Did you get in an accident?
Oh, well, don't you remember my fucking bumper got fucked?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, like a year and a half ago, I got fucking smashed in a parking.
Oh.
Like, no number, no nothing. And I finally was just fed up with it and got my shit fixed. So it's in the shop for like 10 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did they give you a loaner car or did you rent one?
Yeah. I have a rental. I got a rental and it's fucking sweet. I didn't want an SUV because then I knew that if I got an SUV, I'm gonna want an SUV, and so now I fucking want an SUV. Hell of that.
Do you want to? Well, I guess not right now because there's no fucking traffic. Because I was gonna say driving those things in Seattle is a pain in the ass. Streets are too tiny.
Yeah, streets are so small. But I mean, I'm only going from home to work.
You remind me of the first time my mom came to Seattle, she rented a car, and she specifically rented a compact sedan. And she gets to the Enterprise counter and like, all right, your Cadillac Escalade is ready. She's like, excuse me? They're like, it's the last car we have. You can either take it or nothing. And she's like, I reserved this one. And I'm like, sorry, man. So they gave her the Cadillac Escalade, and then they immediately put the sorry, we're out of cars sign up at the airport, Enterprise or whatever. So she shows up to pick me up in this fucking, like 8-foot long bus. I'm like, why did you rent a Cadillac? She's like, I didn't mean to. It was the only car they had. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, dude, those big ass fucking Cadillacs.
Yeah.
God, those are hard to drive.
Oh yeah, she was not having fun
Fucking
trying to navigate the.
So fucking hard to drive.
Yeah, trying to drive it through the U District in like the summer when all the kids are graduating or whatever. It was like, yeah, she was not having a good time. Good times. Yeah, I want my car back. Now that I don't have it, of course, when I had it, we never go anywhere, so it's like, whatever, we don't need it. But now it's like, meh, give me my car back. Meh. I just want like a restful weekend, Like last weekend we had family obligations every day, and then this weekend we have Passover. And yesterday we had the car breakdown. I'm like, can I just get a day off though? Like, not to have to deal with something? Like, oh. Yeah. Quite the adventure. Oof, that tow truck guy was a complete idiot. It was so... He looked like Iraqi Super Mario, with the mustache and everything. But... yeah.
Dude, I am fucking hungover. Feels like the good old days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How goes the Super Swipe Sunday? Is that what we call it? The Tinder and tacos? I don't
know. Super Swipe.
Bumble and
Super
beer.
Swipe Sunday. Oh man. It's good. It's going good. I mean, steady.
Yeah.
I just broke 70 matches.
Damn.
It's like, it's going steady. It's going really steady. It makes me so busy that I, like, forget to fucking respond, like, half the time.
Yeah.
So I, like, lose connection with people because I, like, fucking flat out stop responding. Just mainly because mainly because I forget and I'm busy as fuck.
Are you talking about, like, responding to messages, or do you transition
Yeah.
to text? Because, like, I was always bad at Tinder messages because they don't send alerts the same way.
Yeah, I'm terrible at fucking...
That's why you got to get the number fast. Like, 2 messages and then convert this to a real conversation, like via text message,
Yeah. But even then, I'm still not writing back.
That's true. You are notoriously bad at responding to texts.
I have like 90 unread text messages.
Damn.
Like, yeah, I'll get to those.
Did you die? Hello?
Oh, man.
Oh my God, my sister would hate you. Just remembering her talking about dating is like, look, if you're gonna be busy for like 4 hours, just tell me. Like, sometimes I forget where my phone is for half a day. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna be busy for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Then I'll get back to you.
Exactly.
Oh man.
My sisters brought their podcast back this week. It's the return of the Deer Feed. First episode in like a year. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I listened to it.
We take 2 weeks off and it feels like it's been fucking decades.
I know. That's because you got to give the people what they want. And what they want is more beef. Beef. Have you seen?
More beefy boys.
Yeah. Have you seen these ads, by the way, for this new seasonal Pepsi product? It's Peeps flavored.
Ugh.
It's called, it's all like Pepsi vanilla and like Pepsi wild cherry. So this one's called Pepsi Peeps. And I'm like, you guys missed a very obvious marketing opportunity. You could have called it Peepsi, but no. More realistically, I'm sure the marketing team pitched that, and both the Peeps people and the Pepsi people like, we can't not say the name of our product, okay? We must say the entire word Pepsi and the entire word Peeps. No mixing them together. It's the worst.
Pepsi.
Oh, my God. Oh. My tooth feels a little better. Tooth update, everybody. Could be that I took 2 ibuprofen, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that could fucking do it.
I mean, my sinuses are acting up too, which can cause jaw pain, so it could just be that. I don't know. Or maybe my gums are infected. Who the fuck knows? I definitely Googled it this morning to see how dire it was to go to a dentist because I don't have a fucking car. And my dentist is very far away. Ugh. When it rains, it pours. Am I right? Yeah, that was the other thing because my mother-in-law, we had the dealership isn't even open till Monday, but like we had to get the car in yesterday because apparently it was gonna pour today. That's what my mother-in-law kept saying. Like we're expecting a huge storm, and I'm like, well, R and I literally just spent the last hour emptying the water out of this car. Was that all in vain? Like. Go to the store and buy a car cover? Oh, wait, we can't. Damn it. Just build a garage. Oh, man. I miss the days when... I don't know. I'm also torn because it's an old car. It's a 05, right? So, like, if everything's fucked, it's not even worth it to repair it. But then I just don't have a car. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. We've grown so accustomed to driving to the store every week to get beverages and stuff, Yuppie problems. I know.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying not to fucking die right now. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm okay. God damn it.
Did you go out? Like, are the bars open again, or is it just you and
Well, the bars
Claude?
are open, but we're at home.
Yeah,
We're at home, and
Christian and Claude.
yeah, I'm fucking hurting right now.
Is it just you and Claude in that big ass house? You don't have any other roommates,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-mm.
For some reason,
Just
I thought there were
us.
going to be like 10 people living there.
No, fuck no. I couldn't do that. Yeah, UFC was on last night, so we watched that. Fucking Stipe Miocic fucked me over last night, which was lame. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
lose
man.
a bet. I'll lose a bet every now and then, but fuck me, I shouldn't have bet that much. But the last UFC event, I made like fucking $300.
There you go.
Yeah, last night I fucking lost 300. At least my fucking sugar show Sean O'Malley fucking got me paid. Tyron Woodley getting fucking knocked out got me paid. But the main event was the one that fucked me.
I see. Do you have any thoughts on NFL free agency if we're talking about sports now? Did the Seahawks do anything?
They didn't do anything flashy. But they brought in they brought back who should I say here? They brought back Chris Carson. They re-signed Benson Mayowa, and then they signed a player from San Francisco. And between him and that player from San Francisco, I can't remember his name. So Benson Mayowa and then the other player both combined just those two for 15 sacks last year.
Well, that's pretty good.
So you got them, and then they just released Jaron Reed, and we re-signed Carlos Dunlap for 2 years. So it's looking good. The defense is looking really fucking good. But yeah, they're pretty much just signing things to. They're signing things right now to make Russell happy. They're making Russell signings right now, and it's good. It's good. Keep Russell happy. He's more important to the team than any of the coaches, obviously.
The offer still stands. I'll give you Daniel Jones for Russell Wilson right now.
Dude, we're straight up about to take fucking Sam Darnold. But that was going to be with 3 first-round picks from Chicago and then a second-round pick from the Patriots and fucking Sam Darnold. It was going to be like a mega trade, but they declined.
Bye. Where'd he go?
He just disconnected, I guess.
Like mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, maybe he'll come back. It still says he's here, though. That's extra weird. Maybe he just lost connection for a second. Anyways, I got a gaming PC Vita, and I can't stop playing it.
Yep.
I've spent so much time trying to find the perfect way to game in my very specific setup. Because, like, I'm doing it in my bedroom on my big TV because I just refuse to do it at my desk. And I finally found what works. Here's the trick for anyone who wants to game in your bedroom. If you have like a nice fancy gaming chair or whatever, mine's called an executive style boardroom chair. First of all, don't bother with lap desks. They're almost all 21 inches wide, which if you have a full size keyboard is about 4 inches too small for a keyboard and mouse. Right. You can fit either on there. Second of all, don't give up and go to a gamepad. The entire point of getting a gaming PC is to get the games you can't possibly play on a gamepad. things like Civ 6 and Loop Hero and other such games that really require a keyboard and mouse input to function properly. The real trick is to find an old political yard sign, put that on your lap. Those are about 25 inches wide. That's the perfect width for both your lap and your keyboard and mouse. Now, here's the trick. The keyboard and mouse are going to slide off that little baby. So what you got to do, find an old pillow, build yourself one of those like fancy lap desks by taping the pillow to the yard sign, and there you go. That's what I've done, and it works perfectly. My wrists don't hurt after serious gaming anymore, as they did the first few days.
I got disconnected.
I saw that. You got disconnected mid-sentence, man. I'm just talking about my new gaming PC. It's super cool. It's got RGB lighting, so it puts these rainbow lights everywhere. It came with this mechanical keyboard that also lights up. There's really no point to it except that it's cool. I'm already looking into upgrading the RAM, becoming one of those people. Because I tried to run Flight Simulator, and it chugs and chugs. And I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, oh, it's using a 99% of my RAM, huh? Maybe I should get more RAM. Maybe I should get more RAM.
99%?
Yeah. Yep. Well, it's like streaming real-time map data from Bing. So, I flew to my house, and it was legit my house. I'm like, this is so weird. And then I kept crashing because I'm very bad at Flight Simulator. It's absurdly intense. It's ridiculous. Oh, you blew up the plane because you forgot to turn off the parking brake when you turned the engine up to take off, man. Oh no. Oh, you turned too sharply and now you're stalling and you crashed again. I'm like, Jesus, I just want to fly around, man. Oh. Anyways, yeah.
I'm ready for that game to come out on fucking Xbox. I gotta wait until summer. I think August. August is when it comes out. For consoles.
I got a Game Pass Ultimate subscription for my PC, and apparently it comes with EA Play. Is that true on Xbox as well?
Yeah, I have it. I upgraded my Game Pass to Ultimate, and it came with EA Play. So I got Madden 21 for free.
I was going to say.
It's terrible.
It's terrible?
It's fucking terrible. Oh, God, the game sucks. It's like, how can we make Madden better? Oh, just throw fucking 808s on every loading screen, and it'll be okay.
What? Drum?
They're like loading menu screens are just like fucking 808, big ass beats on beats with huge bass, everything. They're like, oh yeah, when you go to skip a field goal, let's throw some 808s on it. That'll make it better. So every loading screen has got obnoxiously loud music. It's just God, this game sucks dick. And then nothing changed. Literally nothing changed. It's the same fucking game. I'm glad
it's just a roster update, man.
If I spent money on that shit, I would be so pissed. I would be so fucking pissed. But that's on there. 2K's on there. We get Major League the show in a month. So that's going to be a first for Xbox because
that's Sony. It's a Sony developed game. Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. I think they're just starting to stop giving a fuck about this whole bullshit.
I'm pretty sure Major League Baseball made them. They said if you want to keep making this game, it's got to be cross-platform.
Missing out on too much money, man.
Yeah. Well, just get a PlayStation, man. It's better. It's better. Yeah. I've downloaded so many games to my massive hard drive, and I have barely played any of them. I just can't stop playing Loop Hero and Monster Train. Oh,
I have no idea what those are.
Yeah, they're both deck building games. So, Monster Train is basically a Slay the Spire ripoff, except you're in hell on a train. So there, the monsters walk up the floors, or the angels rather you're fighting walk up the floors of the train. It's also I think they intentionally built it so you can build pretty broken combos pretty fast. You also get a hero unit. Yeah, anyway. If you like deck building games, definitely check it out. It's on Game Pass, so I bought it for $10 or $12, whatever, on Steam, and then I saw it was on Game Pass. I'm like, well, shit, I could have saved that $12. But also, I have to say that's the other best part of PC gaming is everything is so fucking cheap. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my god,
Yep.
it's insane. It's insane.
Insane in the memory.
Yeah. And then Loop Hero is just that the game is hard to describe. You run in, your character runs in a circle, and you have to equip him so he can fight monsters, and you're also building the world he runs in. So it's like, if I put a village here, they'll heal him and give him a quest. If I put a vampire mansion near the village, the vampire will kill all the people. But then eventually it'll become a better village. It's it's just weird interlocking systems like that. Anyways, I played it till 3 a.m. yesterday by mistake. It's one of those, you're like, oh yeah, let's do one more round. And then suddenly the sun's coming up, and you're like, oh shoot, I should sleep.
Yeah,
I have
man,
to work and stuff.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. I'm loving it, but like I said, gotta get some new RAM. Fucking, the tower is much larger than I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it would be tiny, but it's humongous. But the side panel just opens like like it's completely made of glass, and you can just swing it open like a cabinet door. So it's very easy to change out parts then, because it literally just opens. Like, okay. Gonna learn how to upgrade the RAM. How much RAM should I give, Vito? You're a master of this stuff. What's a good amount of RAM?
I mean, literally, more is always better when it comes to RAM.
Yeah.
But I think you only need like 16 to like run things nicely.
Yeah. I only have 8.
I could check how much I have.
Yeah. I mean, I can get 32 for like $80, or it might have even been 70. Can't remember. So,
Yeah, basically, like on the computer side of things, RAM is like how well you run things, basically.
Yeah. I know. Are you telling Vito? Or are you telling Christian?
I don't know. I was just saying. So, like, the more you have, the better, no matter what, basically.
Yeah.
But I think 16 is like decent.
It looks like, just looking at it, it should be pretty easy to just slide into place, but
Yeah, that's the funny thing about computers. Everybody's all like, "Oh, it's so confusing. How do you build a computer?" Oh, it's like fucking Legos.
yeah. Look, my dad tried to get me to help him like upgrade a graphics card or something on his computer when I was a child, and like the amount of effort he put in to make sure he was like properly grounded, and because he didn't want to short the thing out, and like all the screws he had to get to take the case apart. I'm like, this is insane. Like, he opened the foil bag, he put the thing down, and he's like, okay, we got to make sure we're grounded. So rub your socks on the floor for like 5 to 10 minutes to make sure that you have no static electricity. And I'm like, this is insane. And then he starts taking the computer apart, and he's like, all right, be very careful when you're touching anything. And I'm like, well, now you got me scared, Dad. Other people have told me that my dad was just being ridiculous, but
Yeah, because like the first thing you learn in like tech stuff is that's what all the books say.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, you just touch the metal casing of the thing, and you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You ground yourself.
I see. So no need to rub your socks on the floor for, it literally felt like 10 minutes.
No. You just and don't fuck with power sources because
yes, obviously.
Yeah, I like to put forks in outlets.
All right, Gib.
Or power supply, I should say.
Yeah, okay. He tried to defend himself. It's like, I didn't put the fork in the outlet. I was scraping the gunk off the outlet with the metal fork. I'm like, that's not better.
No,
like,
it was the butter spoon, the fucking butter spoon. He was trying to wedge the fucking griddle power cord out because it was like locked into that outlet, like fucking stuck in there. And so he was trying to fucking wedge that thing in there, and it fucking
I love that place, whenever anything would break, they would somehow find an older, more dangerous machine to replace it. Like, where did you get this? Like,
That's just how that shit was. It's just how that shit works.
yeah.
It's always how it works. Oh, fuck. Well, this is broken. Here, take this meat slicer that's missing a fucking shield on it. Just don't get cut or it's your fault.
Yeah. Sound like Amazon. Our workers don't pee in bottles. Meanwhile, internal memos. How can we get our workers to stop peeing in bottles and talking about it? Like, give them bathroom breaks. What are you talking about?
Why are they pissing in bottles?
You haven't been reading these stories. It's because their like employee tracking mechanisms are so intense, and if you don't reach your metrics, you're going to get fired. So like delivery drivers are expected to make all their deliveries by the end of the day, and if you return with packages in your vehicle multiple times, you just lose your job. And there's literally no time to find a bathroom and pee, so they just pee in a bottle.
Jesus.
So you can find some pretty gross pictures on the internet of just like package. Oh, a Gatorade bottle full of piss. Package. You know?
Gross.
Yeah. And, you know, you might say to yourself, you might justify it like, okay, I'm pretty sure a Gatorade bottle, I could pee into that lip. Keep in mind, not all delivery drivers are men. Right?
Yeah.
I want some, you know, dudes pee all over my packages. This does explain why, you know, when you order something with, you know, free 1 day or 2 day shipping, and it's like, it'll be here by 9 p.m. and it shows up at 11:45. It's like, what the fuck? Well, why didn't you just wait till tomorrow? Like when I said I wanted it today, I didn't mean at 10 p.m. I meant at like 3 in the afternoon, man. Like, come on.
Yeah,
It's cool. I'm never going to stop ordering
it's fucking
things.
crazy, pissing in bottles and shit.
We've become so spoiled, especially those of us, you know, like at first it was free 2 day shipping with everything on Prime. I was like, all right, that's cool. Then it was 1 day shipping. And it's like, oh, that's cool. Now it's same day shipping for most items that are Prime eligible, to the point where like, if it's not coming for 2 days, I'm annoyed. I'm like, that's way too long. We used to wait like 2 weeks for packages to be mailed to us. If you have to go off Amazon and order from like I went to some music site to order vinyl for my brother's girlfriend. She was my Secret Santa. And the shipping took a month. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I won't even want this thing a month from now. What the hell? Like, oh. Yeah. And then Amazon's like, yeah, we'll get it to you today. Like, okay. Oh, you need cat food and a new microphone? Okay. Both those things will come in one package today. Okay.
Yeah, 1 box, baby. Yeah, dude, Prime is fucking nuts.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I like think the big tech companies aren't doing evil, but like I understand their issue. Like they were operating under the assumption that they would have completely driverless delivery by now, and you know, it keeps getting pushed back. So they're like, what the fuck? Like, I personally wouldn't want to set up an entire human-based logistical system when I know in the next 5 years that we're going to eliminate those positions entirely. So, but, you know, it's just in the interim that it's problematic. I guess the real answer is to just hire twice as many people, but whatever. Whatever. No need to go down my socialist tangents every episode.
I'm so fucking hungover right now. Holy shit. I'm glad we're doing the show.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Paying the price. Wow.
Oh God. Oh man. What else do I gotta talk about?
It's been a pretty uneventful last couple of weeks just because I've been so fucking busy. It's just been busy, man. That's like my fucking life.
I hear you.
Yeah, busy in Valheim for me.
You know, I'm trying so hard to like that game, but I don't know, man. It's so slow. I'm told once I kill the first boss, it gets less slow, but right now it's so slow. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I got my enough deer trophies to unlock that deer boss, and then I went to fight it, and it kicked my butt in like 2 hits. I'm like, I need more health. How do I get more health? What am I supposed to do? All I have is I have some berries.
and you if you explore and you look for the stones with like writing on them, they'll give you little hints.
Yeah.
And one of them is like, oh, make sure you like eat food and armor up before like fighting the boss. So and like some rags and with a knife and some food buffs, I had like 100 health and just stabbed it a lot. And kited it around the rock.
Yeah, I tried to do that around a tree. I got a shield, and it actually worked to block it most of the time. But then I tried to open my menu to eat it, eat a mushroom, and I didn't realize it didn't pause the game, and it just got me with its little horns.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I should have put that mushroom in my quick menu. I got mushrooms and berries. That's all I got.
So what I do is I eat a berry, a snack, and a meat, or like a snack meat, or whatever it's called. What do they call it? Next. And that should give you a lot of health. And if you have mushrooms too, then you can eat all 3 of them at the same time, and it'll give you even more health.
Do I have to cook the meat? I got a campfire. I saw something called a cooking station.
Yeah, so you use a cooking station over a camping fire, and then you can cook the snack meat, or neck meat, and that's what you eat with the berries and the mushrooms. And then
the necks are those like weird like crocodile things, whatever.
Yeah, they look like lizard guys. Yeah. Because eventually you'll want to also kill like deer and boars to get and cook the like cooked meat.
Yeah, that's all I've been killing is deer and boars. Killing deer is a pain in the ass. They're so fast.
Yeah, well, eventually you get a bow. So.
I have a bow.
Oh. Well, headshot it.
Oh, well, I didn't think about that. I'm also not very good with the mouse aim, you know.
Oh, yeah, I got
And I got to pay more attention to that wind indicator because I always sneak up on them from the wrong side. They smell me coming, they run away. Like, damn it.
And do you know about the sneak button, too?
What? No. I've been trying to figure that out for the longest time.
It's control.
Damn it. I'm like, why is there no... I knew there had to be a crouch button because I found a little hut that I couldn't get into because I was too tall. I had to go through the broken top.
Like,
I'm like...
Like before I could figure out how to make a bow, I was just sneaking around and using the middle mouse button with the knife to jump attack from sneak and at the deer.
I see. No, I made the bow right away because I needed... Well, I found the deer altar and people had told me, like, you got to get past the first boss. I'm like, all right, how do I summons it? And it says hunt his kin. I'm like, okay, let's go kill a deer. But as soon as I get close to bash it with my club, it runs away. So I'm like, I should make a bow. How do I make a bow? Rags. How do I get rags? Kill deer. And I'm like, what? Come on. Like,
yeah.
So I just wandered around waiting for boar to spawn everywhere, and it took forever. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be an easier way.
I do have to say, killing boars sucks. Because they take forever to like respawn and stuff, like trying to get the leather scraps.
Yeah.
However, if you look up online, I don't remember how because we did it a while ago, but you can actually tame boars and like make a farm.
What?
And then if you feed them, they'll make like more boars, and you can like kill some of them and then have them respawn and stuff.
That's crazy. I'll have to try that. Now I go.
Yeah, I definitely say that like this game was fun single player, but I probably would have dropped it after a day or two if I wasn't playing multiplayer.
But everyone's so far ahead of me now, you know. Like that's
not
TA Dennis
really how
is
the
like,
game works, though.
I could help you out. I'm like, well, I kind of want to figure some of this stuff out, you know. Like, if you show up in this like 3-sailed longship, and I'm like, I just built my first raft, like, you know, it's like, okay, cool.
But the game is like difficult at all levels, and like the most important thing to surviving is like watching your stamina bar and having enough food and not having it fall off.
Yeah,
because food is how you have health.
How I built a bed. And it said the bed needs to be in a shelter or near a fire or whatever. And then I moved it near the campfire, and then it said the bed needs to be under a roof. So I built a house and put a bed in it, but I couldn't put a campfire in there. And I'm like, what? Wait, I'm so confused. How do I sleep?
Basically, the flooring part of the shelter doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you want to leave a space in your floor for the campfire until you later on get like a hearth, like way later.
I see.
But for like how I build the house is I'd build it, with the floor and everything and the walls and the roof. And then I'd take out one of the floorings on the edge or whatever and then do the campfire. Also, you want to leave spaces on like the sides of your roof or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not like on the roof itself, but like on the walls next to the roof.
So the smoke can escape?
So the smoke can escape, yeah. Or what you can do is something kind of cheesy that I did is I used 45-degree roofing, and then I left a space like a hole, and then put a 26-degree roofing like slightly over it to cover from the rain, but still let the smoke escape.
Yeah, the building options are insane, but I can't level the terrain. I have a house, so I think I can now, but the first house I built is very much uneven.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also like even after you have like a pick and a hoe and everything, it's still like super annoying to try and get the ground to fly.
It really needs better snap too, and like just terrain deformation immediately.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what's up with the Snap 2 building, because sometimes the wall goes where you expect it, and sometimes it just doesn't. It's like, nope, I'm not going to attach to that wall, no matter how hard you try. I'm like, but you just did. Like, oh. So, yeah. Ugh, now I have to go play Valheim. I'm going to get that stupid deer. Cook some meat, that's the trick, huh? Cook some meat. Make sure I actually put my shield up on my
basically what I would do
foods.
Or what I did is I had like 100 health, right?
Yeah.
So I would like circle around the rock, making sure that I'm line of sighting any of his abilities. And then like the second he has an opening, I would use the jump attack with the knife and hit him. And then I'd just go back around the rock. And he'd almost never hit me, but if he did ever clip me, it wouldn't kill me because I'd have the 100 health buffer. And when you have food on it, regens your health slowly as well.
What? Okay. So I should have eaten that mushroom before I went to the battle.
Yeah, so the way the food works is it has a duration, and it also puts your health up and your stamina up, but it has to like generate the health.
I see.
So you want to
That's why it says
fully
to
food
eat
buff
before
you eat.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, now my dead body with all my stuff is in his lair, so I gotta go get that and then run away, I guess.
Also, if you want help, I'm not like in massive armor with a massive boat or anything, so I can just like hang out.
Let's see. I want to beat this stupid thing by myself and then see what happens. I'm told I get like the ability to break rocks once I kill this thing. That would be useful.
Yeah, because it drops the boss itself is the only thing that drops antlers, and you can make a pickaxe with it, basically.
Can I repair my broken gear? Because it doesn't go away. It just sits in my inventory flashing red.
Yes, that was the most annoying thing for me in the beginning is I didn't know how to repair gear. And so I just had like a bunch of leftover crap constantly from remaking it. But yes, if you have a workbench, wait, have you built a hammer yet?
Yeah, I have a hammer.
Well, yeah, because you can build a house. Yeah. So you want to build a workbench inside your shelter.
Okay.
Because it needs a roof, and then you just when you use E to use your workbench right next to it, you can craft more stuff, and also there's a repair button.
There is? I looked for it. I'll have to look harder.
Yeah. So like it's like right next to the crafting menu. There's a little like hammer.
I see. And
now that you know that it's there, you'll probably see it.
Yeah, probably.
I killed the first boss without using the crafting bench at all.
Wow.
Because I didn't know that you could use the crafting bench for not building buildings and stuff. Like you could use it for crafting.
Yeah.
So I literally just had rag shirt, rag pants, and a knife. And then
I should get some pants. I have a rag shirt, or rag tunic, if you will.
The nice thing about the knife, too, is that it does a shit ton of backstab damage, so if you can get behind it, it does like 10 times backstab.
Well, apparently there's a sneak button, so...
Yeah, and with sneak damage is also a thing, so like if you catch someone unawares, like before they're aware of you, then you'll do a lot more damage. So like if you shoot a deer with a bow from far enough away where it doesn't notice you at all, it'll do more damage than if you're trying to shoot it while it's running away.
Yeah. You remind me of this video I saw in Skyrim where this guy's like, I'm going to one-shot a dragon. He had like this backstab poison build. So he snuck up on the dragon and hit it once and did like 2/3 of its health bar. And then it was so poisoned it tried to fly away and died. I'm like, oh my God.
I had no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
You never played Skyrim?
Are you playing Skyrim right now?
No, but I transitioned for a second. Although I could, it's free on Game Pass, along with every other Bethesda game. Go back and play Morrowind on my brand new PC. That'll really push the graphics. Game from 2001. All right, I think we should wrap it up. That was enough Valheim chat, I suppose. Valheim.
I went from fishing in Final Fantasy during this to fishing in Valheim.
I don't know there was fishing. There's just so many systems on systems. It is nice about that. And I think my TA Dennis really put it nicely. It's like, yes, it's a survival game, but the stakes are very low. When you die, you can go get all of your stuff, and it's there forever. So, like, really don't worry about it too much. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's your time that's mainly the thing, because, like, if you like take a boat somewhere and you don't have a respawn point next to where you died, then you have to like build another boat and then like go sail all the way back to your body and hope that you survive getting to your body.
Yeah. Now, here's my question. If I die before I retrieve my stuff, does the stuff disappear, or do I now have two corpses?
Yep, but you don't have the tracker on your map anymore, so you have to know where you died.
I suppose I should just start marking them right away then. All right, now obviously I'm going to go play that game until 3 o'clock when I have a familial obligation. Let's wrap this up. Any last words, Christian, Vito? Christian, it was the NBA trade deadline. Nothing very exciting happened. The Orlando Magic traded all their guys. That's pretty much it.
Man, fishing this game's really hard.
Huh? Are you playing right now? Oh, yeah. Playing Valheim. I should put Discord on my PC so everyone can see what I'm playing. All right. This has been episode 119 of the Beefy Boys Bud Club, the BBBC, if you will. We never called ourselves that till now. I'm going to start it. And we'll see you knuckleheads eventually. I usually say next week, but given our recent track record, let's say soon. Later.
See ya.